Yo, hey, what's up guys? Today we're gonna tackle a Fire Knight 10 hard mode with a Apothecary. Yes, you heard me right, Apothecary will be covered in the team right now, but first I gotta talk about something. Yesterday there was kind of a discussion. I was showcasing Vixwell, and he does do a great job right here. He does not have faultless defense right now because he does not have any blessings, so that's a minus point for me. So I was aiming for a team that showcases him doing a really good job, and I went with my rabbit. And the rabbit was kind of aimed a little bit for the meta champ, that he basically did everything. And I said in the video, the rabbit is gonna carry my run. But I didn't mean like he is the meta thing in there that does all the job in the world. No, I just meant he's gonna do the timing, where the timing is just lower than usual. But to showcase Vixwell today in a really nice way, I actually will do a Apothecary in here. Yes, a rare champion that you might haven't thought about it that can do Fire Knight 10, but if you have everything the right way, make your puzzle the right way, everything should be okay. And in our case, Razorak was there to actually give us increased speed and a couple of hits. And Apothecary does basically do the same for us. I'm gonna show you the preset. I'm not too sure if anyone is gonna copy that one, what I do right now, but maybe you get some ideas about it and you maybe think about your puzzling system a little bit different. So on the end you can do something like that. It won't be the fastest run in the world, that's why I usually don't bring champions like that. They can do the job, but the runs are like a little bit slow and stuff, so that's why I usually go for a little bit faster things, and Rabbit is always a nice showcase. He was a fusion, you can actually earn the blessings on him by doing it in the market, exactly like I did, because I saw the power on him from the beginning. And that's the Tomb Lord. And of course the nude. Maybe some people are mad at me because I use the nude, but you have to know, Fire Knight 10 is the hardest dungeon. And your puzzling system is really tight. So you gotta fulfill some conditions like breaking the shield, going for certain buffs all the time. And sometimes there is just no full rare team or something that can be used all the way 100% and stuff. So it is hard to showcase the hardest dungeon with lower kind of things. Like if we put out the nude right now and I put a Cold Heart in there, she's actually nice in a Fire Knight 10 team, but it won't work. It's just simply not happening, even if you have your Mikage and all the things around her. So we still need stuff to actually do it, but today I'm gonna show you that even a Apothecary in the right puzzling system, if you make your puzzle based on you need increased speed on that champion and a couple attacks, you can easily bring another champion what does basically the same thing, and Apothecary does exactly the same thing that the Razorak does, just minus the damage. And yeah, the run will take forever. The waves are basically just, they're not so fast because of poisons what we get, and the stunnage of Mikage is super nice. Maybe you could put out a Mikage and you rely on the shield of Vixwell to survive one hit or something on the champions, that you can even skip a Mikage or something. That could be possible. I haven't tested it, but sometimes, like I said, the puzzling system is a little bit tight. But if you bring basically the same things and you just cover your ass with something else, like a shield instead of a stun or something, you could be okay. Okay, if I think about it, we got a Raiho Bone Spear right there. I don't think it's gonna happening for you. That's why actually is Mikage in there. If I put an Apothecary in there, and he's actually not that great, you all know it, like it's just Apothecary. If I bring him, I need to bring something else that is just better. And sometimes I make like teams with a Light Sworn, he brings a good thing to a puzzle, and I can skip out some champions. And yeah, sorry for that, but yesterday it was a little bit hard picking on my rabbit, and I was like, whoa guys, come on, I'm gonna prove that you don't actually need him. I did the same thing with Sinogre and that team, and yeah, when we are on the boss, I will explain a little bit what Vixwell is gonna do for us. He is the current fusion right now, and we should, yeah, if we had faultless defense right now, he would give us a couple attacks more. That is nice. I do not have it right now, but to simulate it, I have counterattack across the board on all my champions, and I hope for one champion is gonna do a counterattack, and then it should be like simulated. Not 4 attacks, maybe we get 6 attacks out of it, just 3 or something. We get something out of it, but we can simulate it. So she's gonna do nothing. We get the increased speed of our Apothecary, that's why he is here. And plus we get actually a little bit of turn meter boost that is actually super nice. And Tomb Lord is just there to do A1s, so we get decreased speed all the time and nothing else. And he's gonna bring the shield and the increased defense that makes us survive. He will put up his counterattack on his own, and later on Wixwell and Mikage will increase the duration on it, so we have more effective counterattacks on our Nude. But we just did it once. We got a couple of attacks right now that is kind of a little bit too much, but it shows what I mean. So we're gonna go in there and do our ally attack. If we got faultless defense, this ally attack will always trigger a couple of Nude his A1 triggers, so the increase of the turn meter on the boss. And then Apothecary is basically over. He will do the decreased speed. Yes, we got it already of the ally attack already. That usually does not happen. Usually he went in there and he did it. And decrease attack on our Wixwell. Really important. Without it, we cannot survive. He's gonna do his max HP thingy, and now I'm gonna just let it run. She's gonna also increase the durations of debuffs, that is super nice. And now we are aimed to take a couple of hits. That is no problem, that's what we are aiming for. And Nude will decrease the turn meter really long time, so we can actually recover and everything will be okay on the end. And we are aiming to get a couple hits in it, but we also break him over and over and do our thing here and there. And yeah, basically everybody has his own job. There are replacement. Wixwell is not the best champion in that spot, to be honest. There could be a Blizzard. There could be... I could set up something else with a Light Sworn or something. He's not best in place, but he has a role that is super nice. And what's gonna happen now? We're gonna decrease the turn meter a little bit, and in a moment he will attack us. But we will have a shield plus increased defense because of Mikage and Wixwell together. So they can increase it all the time. He needs to cast it once, and then they will increase it all the time till the boss takes a turn, and then we have all the time that shield, and the increased defense makes us not killable. For the most part, at this time he won't even break our shield. Let's see. Yeah, 1 shield break and 2 shield breaks, that's kind of okay. Faultless defense would reflect a little bit, or even not because of the shield. If you have the shield up and you don't get the shield break, then you won't reflect any damage back, but that's okay. You mostly need it on the first turn to set everything up. So you go into the fight, get into a rhythm, and later on the faultless defense doesn't play a role such big as before anymore, but it is okay. And at this point, yeah, we're basically doing the same over and over. We're breaking the boss, getting the turn meter down until Nude does his max HP hit, and then the boss will attack us for once. But like I said, the shield and the increased defense of Wixwell, buff duration increase is super nice. And main focus, we got an Apothecary in the leader spot right there. To be honest, super sick. That's cool. I did it before, but yeah, I was like, I don't know, people don't want to see like 5-minute ones or something. That's why I put the rabbit in there and everything was a little bit better. We got a brimstone trigger. That's kind of one attack. That's cool, but not needed. So even I could go on phantom touches across the board and do everything a little bit more easy. And Wixwell is a nice champion. Yesterday, the discussion, it got a little bit on my ego, because I thought it is kind of easy to see that the rabbit is not a must thing, it's just about the time. And now we put in a Apothecary in there and everything was okay. The stupid button all the time I'm pressing. I wanted to say something else quickly. Dungeon Fire Knight 10. So we did it with a Apothecary, but basically everybody who bring a couple attacks, like a Sinogre right there, would be okay for you too. And a Grendelin, someone else like that, even a Creodon could do exactly the same thing. He probably is a little better than Apothecary, that's cool. But I wanted to show that Wixwell is actually nice to get, and if you have no if you have no Fire Knight team, then he is probably something for you. Of course, you still need the nude and stuff, but that's just how it is. Like I said, the puzzling is really tight. You bring the certain things and you success. If you don't, you won't. And sometimes it's just things like that. And I did a team with Light Sword. I did basically a team on every single possible thing. And yeah, that's just one of them. And I basically could also replace a couple champions in here, do something else, and Wixwell would still play a role. And yeah, I just want to show that Fire Knight 10 is basically doable. My Mikage is really fast, I know, but that's what you want to aim for. That's the only champion that is really fast. I'm kind of sure that I can do it slower speeds, that would be okay, it's not like needed, but I also want to use her in Hydra. That's why I give her super speedy gear, and I will do everything like it, because yeah, you all want to aim for have something like it. She's in a protection set also, really, I'm proud of it, in a 9 piece, yeah. And it doesn't play a role in there, that you will increase the damage of your nude, but your nude is probably doing max HP hits all the time already. So we got instinct in here, we got the speed and everything else. I don't want to read it out loud for everybody. You can see it for your own. He is not the fastest in the world. Yeah, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage needs to be up, but that's well known knowledge about him. Those are the masteries. We got our boy Tomb Lord coming back around, doing crazy stuff in there. He always was really nice. If you got one, just make him work in there. No doubt, you can do it. Those are the stats for Fire Knight. Did I show you the masteries? If not, I'm already showing you what is like important. Not super important, but most of the time the boss won't even break your shield, so it does not play a role. But yeah, Life Drinker and a War Master or Giant Slayer or something, that really helps. So you will recover some HP. That is really helpful. Like you saw, sometimes the boss get through your shield. But also, Wixwell is really not built for just Fire Knight at this moment. I gave him another chestplate, but he was usually in a cursed set, so he can provide you with a bigger shield, and it won't happen anymore. And don't worry, the first attack will always break your shield. That is kind of a nasty attack, but you can easily outplay him with just having more stats on your Wixwell. Those are the stats. And I'm only showing it because I kind of, and faultless defense, that's one of the things you basically want to have. It is right here. Faultless defense, you just need a 1-star on him and everything is okay. The effect is already going on. Just the reflect of the damage will get higher, but you already reflecting damage on a 1-star. There is no problem at all. The masteries are like that. I think I would do it different if I just go for Fire Knight, but he's also in a nice Hydra team, so that's basically for Hydra, but can be used in Fire Knight, so it's not like he's unusable. Right, yeah, masteries are already showed. And Apothecary. Yes, he's usable in there. It's not like he's not doing a good job in there, but you know what I mean, it's a rare, and yeah, it could be a better position in there, like a Creodon or something, so yeah. Wait, let me put Fire Knight, or some people get mad at me. So we got decently high speed, not gonna lie, but Apothecary, you know, and you don't need accuracy, anything else, so the stats right here. We do have, I didn't know, but we do have Phantom Touch on our Apothecary, but that will be totally outcovered from faultless defense of Vault Keeper, so don't worry at all on the end. You see, it's even working without it, and you can just stack faultless defense on your run and it will go even better. So, and we do got Life Drinker here, and we do got War Master. I was a little bit going on the safe side, so 3 hits always will trigger at least 1 War Master, more likely, so that's where I thought, and he can recover more, and of course counter attack, so we get even more out of him. And yeah, this was kind of a clarification about the rabbit, also a showcase that you can use a rare, and also a showcase about Wixwell that he's actually doing a great job in there, and you cannot underestimate him. To be honest, he is a really nice champion, and for a fusion he is way better than your average champion, and that's what I think about him, and I will stay for it. You can do stuff with him that basically not many people can bring, and he's easy to get. You gotta do the fusion and you get him. So that will be the end of the video. My door again, and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah, have a nice day.